Hey Roamers, I'm Jamie.
I'm Linda.
And this is Roaming with Rosie. You'll never guess where we're at today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a clue.
You look really comfortable.
We're at the Grand Canyon Desert View Point.
We're camped at Raptor Ranch, which is just north of Williams, about 20 miles north of Williams, which makes it only 29 miles to the Grand Canyon entrance. There's been hour-long waits to get into the Grand Canyon during the day and in the morning, but because we're staying so close and because we now have a lifetime pass, we can just pop up here in the late afternoon, watch the sunset. Easy to get in. I think it took us 3 minutes to get through with the car. On this trip, we secured a great campsite at Raptor Ranch RV Park. It was about 20% less than other campsites in the area, and we were able to use our Passport America discount because of the time of year that we were there. Included with your campsite is unlimited admission to Raptor Ranch in Bedrock City during your stay, which is awesome to take in flight demos of owls, hawks, and falcons before heading to the canyon. It's also a great spot for the kids to play in Bedrock City after a long day in the car looking over cliffs at the canyon. Check out our last episode where we went behind the scenes at this fantastic Birds of Prey park. The last time we were at the Grand Canyon South Rim was during COVID, when the park quietly reopened. We suspected that this had been a once-in-a-lifetime experience, being that besides us, there seemed to be just a handful of others there at the time. So coming back now was a total shock, finding that hour to 2 hour long lines to get through the entrance kiosk is now the norm. And having been there several times before, we also knew that meant that finding parking near viewpoints would require long waits as well. We drove up there, saw the lines, and made a hasty getaway, planned to return in the late afternoon. With that plan in mind, we had great things to do during the days. Yes, days. If you plan to visit the Grand Canyon South Rim between April and October, we highly recommend planning for 2 to 3 days if you want to avoid the stress of lines and crowds. You'll still have the lines and crowds, but you won't have to worry that you won't have time to see it all. Here's some free things to do and some public campgrounds that rank at the top of our list to round out any visit to this area.
It smells like a cupcake or a birthday cake. It's like so vanilla and how is that? Is it good?
On a hot summer day. If you're into old cars, directly across the street from Raptor Ranch is an informal outdoor car museum. We took a walk over and checked it out.
So we came across from where we're camping at Raptor Ranch, 29 miles south of the Grand Canyon. We were here 2 years ago and we checked out some of these cars. Right now we're in front of where the Rock and Gem Shop is. They have a bunch of metal sculptures out here, and they also have a couple of old tractors. But I really like the 58 Thunderbird here. So we're checking that out, and then we're gonna go over the gas station over here, and they have a whole bunch of other older cars. So we're gonna go check that out right now. If you're not really interested in a 58 Thunderbird, we have this Chevy Fleetmaster, which has been turned into a hopped-up police car. So if you wanted to play police officer for a while, you could do it with this. If any of you viewers out there know what year this is, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it down in the comments. Here's another really cool car. It's this one I know. It's a 1970 Chevy El Camino. My brother actually had one of these. This one's an SS, so it has, if you look over here on the scoop, it says 396, so that's the big engine. These are really hot. These were really nice cars back in the day. So apparently this might have been Mom's car because it says Mom 70. So Mom got to drive this hopped up 1970 El Camino SS with the 396 in it. So this is a drag racing truck, obviously. It has a wheelie bar. If you look here, you can see the stock fenders right here. But then in the bed of the truck, they actually added fenders on the inside because of how wide those slicks are.
There's a lot more American driving history just south from here. That's where you'll find that the Mother Road is alive and well in Williams, where Route 66 still goes right through town. About 3 p.m., we returned to the South Rim entrance to find 3 cars in line. About 5 minutes and we were in. We took Desert View Drive along the rim heading east, stopping at various viewpoints along the way. This time of day is when the elk and the deer come out for dinner. We decided to stop at our favorite viewpoint, Desert Viewpoint, towards the east entrance of the park first.
There's points that are a lot closer, but we decided let's go all the way out to Desert Viewpoint for today to check it out over here. So, and they've done a lot of upgrades. They've added some things. They added
they've got a snack bar, a little restaurant, a little market.
Yeah, they got like a general store market type thing. So they've made some upgrades to this part of the park.
Yeah, and they have a campground, but unfortunately for us, it's only for RVs that are smaller than 30 feet.
Unfortunately, Rosie is 40 feet, so that's not gonna work.
So that would have been really cool though. I would recommend trying to camp there if you have a vehicle that's smaller than that, because this is an awesome area. You go right out into the, like a peninsula into the canyon.
It's one of the best places to actually see the Colorado River.
Yeah, so would definitely recommend it. We'll pick up some shots so you can see what's all new here, and we'll try to avoid the crowd.
Yeah.
So all this is under construction. They've changed a lot of this in just 2 years. The tower's closed right now, but they have a gift shop here that's open.
Moran Point is named for artist Thomas Moran. In 1873, Moran joined John Wesley Powell on his exploratory expeditions of the Grand Canyon. Shortly after his return, Moran set to work on the Chasm of the Colorado. It became the second of Moran's western landscapes to hang in the United States Capitol, and it's now part of the Smithsonian Institution, residing primarily at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. On this particular evening, we chose Moran Point as a beautiful and less crowded spot to take in a Grand Canyon sunset. It's fitting that we came across this young artist at Moran Point painting the sunset over the canyon. We hope you enjoyed roaming with Rosie today. For more information on the places featured in this episode, check out the links in the video description, as well as products and equipment we use and recommend. We sometimes do receive a small commission when you use our links for purchases, which is a great way at no additional cost to you to help offset some of our production costs. Thank you so much for watching and sharing our videos and subscribing to Roaming with Rosie. We'd love to hear from you and encourage your comments and questions.